You've been walking for a few days to get to the port. It's a small town called Balemouth. You've come here to get some supplies. It's been about a week since the sky turned dark and it hasn't ever returned to daylight. So everybody's sort of holed up and you've run out of supplies. Wherever you are on your journey, you've sort of converged on a road. You met, just happened to come to an intersection, and you both just walk here towards Balemouth together. So you're road acquaintances.
What was your name again, son?
Son.
Jothier, sir.
What was it?
Jothier.
Jothier.
Gotta speak into his good ear, Lion.
Yes. I can't hear. I'm too old. Well, Jothier, let's head in. You seem to be low on supplies, as I am.
Hopefully this town has some.
You can call me Semper.
It's good to get to know you, Semper.
All right, let's go.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god. Oh. What in God's name? In the Dark God's name? Sorry. There's some half bodies here of animals.
Doesn't even look like a sacrifice. It's just
Looks like a massacre.
So you don't quite notice this at first, Jothier, but you, Semper, you notice that these livestock, they are very precision cut. I mean, it's like someone took a giant axe and cleaved them in half. Whatever happened here, they also look burned, seared, just very red, very, like second, third degree burns. But there's no flies or anything just yet. They don't look like they've been here for very long, but you actually see some steam rising off of them. So whatever happened was fairly recent.
Whatever did this had quite precision. They're burned and cut in half very cleanly. I have no idea what could have done this. But it seems like dark magic, or maybe something sinister.
I've never seen anything like this before in my life. This isn't common butchery.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't see people doing this, really.
Wonder if anyone in the town knows what happened.
Yeah, we should go ask.
All right, moving in.
Yeah.
Okay. With your amazing observation check, you spotted a tavern sign while you were moving into the town. It's going to be the second building on your right over here. If you follow the line of torches, it dead ends into them right here. Back a little bit. Sorry, I didn't see that. It would be the third building on the right. Right about here. You see?
Wait, what?
Walk. No, come back. Come back this way. Come towards Jothier. Yep, keep walking. Nope. Come back. Come back towards Jothier. There you go. This way. This way. Over here. Big yellow beam in the sky. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That, you see the tavern sign?
I do.
Okay, that says tavern.
That does say tavern.
That tells you that this might be a good place to find out what happened to those poor cows.
Yeah, let's go see if those livestock were meant to be destroyed.
I'm a little worried if they were meant to be.
Okay, you walk inside. You see a couple of people at the table. Well, actually, a few people. They're all seem to be dining alone, and the innkeeper. She's off to the side here, to the right. She picks up a pitcher as you enter, and a couple of cups. She looks like she's waiting for you to say yay or nay on the drink.
Yeah, give us a drink, innkeeper. Thank you. And
Thank you.
if you could join us over here for a minute. We're new in town and we just need to have a word if possible.
Okay. She brings you some cups. Doesn't really ask you what do you want in particular. She fills up the cups and slides them to each of you. Anything else?
Well, in terms of sustenance, no. Thank you. But I was wondering if you noticed what happened to the livestock outside. This is your tavern, and you must have been here for quite some time. Is something like that normal here?
What do you mean what happened to the livestock? Are you talking about Old Man Fitch's livestock?
Old Man Fitch?
These are the cows you saw when you came into the town. What's wrong with his cows?
Well, are they normally lively?
Of course they're lively.
Well,
What else would you call the cows when they run around their pen?
Well, something sinister happened, and the cows are definitely not lively anymore. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it.
Have you looked outside recently?
No. We kind of kept inside. There was a strange storm that just came through. It was all wind and lightning, but no thunder. We thought it was going to rain. We all came in, and no rain ever came, and no thunder came, and everything died down, and the lights stopped. What's wrong with the cows?
It might be best if you you waited until it was cleaned up if you're faint of heart, miss.
Well, you can go find the
But-
night watchman by the well. He can direct you to Old Man Fitch, and you can tell him about his cows. I'm not talking to that crazy old man about anything. He still owes me.
What for?
Last time he came in here and had a meal, walked out without paying. Don't you walk out without paying. She holds a finger up to both of you.
Of course not. How much will it be?
Be a silver for both of those drinks.
Sure, I have plenty.
All right. She takes your silver, holds it up and looks at it in the fire, back in both sides, and then puts it in her pocket. The watchman's by the well outside in the square. You can go find him there.
Thank you. Alright, well, I guess we should just finish up our drinks here. Was there anyone else you wanted to talk to in here?
Everybody else in here looks pretty uninterested in discussion, shall we say. They look content to be quiet and alone.
She was really unhelpful.
What do you mean? She was very helpful. you
She's
have much
passing
you have much
us
to
off
learn,
to some
son.
other person. She's not. She couldn't even look
Well,
outside
they
in the
weren't,
past few
they weren't
days.
her livestock. She told us exactly who the livestock were, or who owned the livestock, and
I'm saying
where
this in
the
character.
guards were. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it's a start.
Lovely tavern, miss.
She just nods and starts drinking out of the vase of whatever it was she served you.
Alright, she said by the well, right?
The Watchman, yes.
Watch. Hello, sir. How are you this fine evening?
It'd be better if the sun would just come back. What do you want?
Well, before I tell you, what is the deal with the sun? We haven't, we traveled here and we haven't seen it. That's not a normal thing, is it?
I don't know where you come from, but we see the sun every day, and then it gets dark every night. He looks over at Jothier. Who is this crazy old man?
This is my road companion. We met traveling here.
He nods.
Well, speaking of old men, the lady at the tavern told us about an old man Fitch. Would you happen to know anything about him?
Sure, he's the one that owns all the cattle around here. He lives in the last house down the street. Why? You a friend of
Well,
Fitch's?
Something happened here, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of it. And what was once lively livestock is now burnt and, well, basically dead livestock.
What are you talking about? I saw his cows not that long ago before the crazy wind or storm or whatever you want to call it came through. They were fine.
Well, my guess is that whatever that crazy storm was, it wasn't a normal storm, because if you look back at the livestock, they're all gone, sir. They're all dead.
What do you mean, dead?
They seem to be cleaved in half by something and burnt to the crisp.
Burnt? You
I'm
mean
as confused
with
as
fire?
you are. It seems so. You might need to go take a look, given you're the guard.
Don't tell me how to do my job. I'll go take a look.
I'm just curious. When's the last time that you've seen Old Man Fitch?
Yesterday. Don't really keep tabs on him. He just sort of wanders around. Doesn't have anything else to do other than keep an eye on his cattle.
No, he'll probably have a lot more time on his hands now. Thank you for the info, sir.
Oh, don't you go anywhere. You two from out of town, you're the only thing different. Well, you and the others in the tavern, they're new too, but still. I'm gonna go see what's on with these cattle.
All right, we'll be trying to find Old Man Fitch. So,
Last house on the left. And he walks off towards the cattle pen.
man, that guy was kind of a dick.
I was gonna say it, but I'm glad you did.
All right, let's go.
I am
Fine.
curious, though, what we're gonna find with Old Man Fitch, because if he's supposed to be taking care of the cattle, how long have they been there like that?
Well, it really, with the info we've learned so far, some storm, happened briefly, and after that, all the cattle just died. So, looks like it was just recent.
Alright, well, let's go check up on him.
You're heading down the street?
Is down the street this way?
Nope. Down the street is this way. Past the horses. All right, last house on the left. Right up here to the left. And as you arrive to the last house on the left, everything inside is dark. You hear nothing.
There's a
You
hand.
look down on the floor, right at the door, the open door,
Hand.
and there's a hand that's severed with the same precision you saw on those cows outside. Although this, obviously a little less impressive of a feat, since it's a smaller.
I fear that the old man might have had the same fate as his stock. And us being outsiders, I feel like we'll be blamed. But let's investigate.
Age before beauty.
You both just walking in?
Well, actually, can I do like a observation check or?
Yeah, you
something
already
like that?
passed your observation check. You're good.
Okay.
You get to
And-
notice whatever. I'm just asking if you're walking to a house with a severed hand at the front door
Well, I mean, naturally,
without
but
taking any precautions.
well, okay. Well, can I examine the hand?
You can. I was thinking more along of physical precautions.
I understand, but
Okay.
I was more thinking along the lines of like, can I tell if like there was some evil magic going on or something like that?
You look at it and you don't really get a sense. There's no real magic like this that you know of. This could be done by, a sharp sword or a sharp axe for sure. But on the cows, they're obviously so big, they could not have been done by
Yeah.
in one cleave with an axe or a sword. They're just so big. It would have taken something
Okay.
just, out of this world to drop down and cut them in half.
All right. Well, I take out my short sword
Okay. You,
and
Jyoti?
I do too.
get ready. Brace yourself.
All right. Walk on in. Just walk on into the first floor there. Oh yeah, wait, Jyoti probably has to go first since he's So it's a sparse house. You know, nothing out of the ordinary in here. Everything just looks untouched. Probably where he left it.
Well, up we go.
All right. Guess I'm leading the way.
Yeah, you have the torch, so. So again, you come upstairs, very sparse, but you definitely notice something unusual this time on the far side of the room.
Interesting.
You
This
have
looks like some kind of sacrificial ritual.
No. Well, maybe, perhaps. But everything here has the same precision cuts, but they've all been arranged. There's no excess blood anywhere. Nothing. Everything's just as you see it.
Are these all parts of the same person?
As best... Make
Oh, no,
another
I'm-
observation check.
Asking.
Or are you saying that in character?
Yeah,
right. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sorry. That's to you, Semper.
What?
Are these all
Sorry.
parts of the same person?
Look, son. If Old Man Fitch, if this was his home, I'm gonna say it, this is probably him. I mean, each part is... There's, one part for each part of a human, basically. Probably all belong to him.
Twitch chat notes that there is a leg missing.
I did see that as well. There's a leg missing.
I did not, because I failed my check.
That's true. Eight
I don't
fingers,
know.
7 toes, they're all here.
I don't know. I know that they might suspect us, but if we get out of here quick and go tell them right away, they'll probably know that we didn't have time to do this.
Yeah, this looks like some pretty heavy stuff. Part of me wants to take part of the bone.
Just remember, you're a good dark priest. You're a good dark priest. Repeat it in your head.
I'm a good dark priest, but I still need things for sacrificial reasons. Okay. Alright, well, let's go inform the guard. This is very bad. Something's
All right, let's
terribly
get out of
wrong here.
All right. Headed back to where you last saw the Watchman.
Putting my sword away. Don't want to alert anyone.
You
Same,
too?
good call.
All right. Make another check, Jothir. Hold on, Semper.
D20.
Yep. Presence check, sorry.
I actually got a 20.
Okay, wow. You notice a small speck of... No, I'm just kidding. Good roll. So as you're passing the horses, you've passed them twice now. You notice one of them looks very different.
One has armor.
One has armor. The other two just look like horses. But the one with the armor definitely looks like a war horse. It's it's not starving or hungry. I mean, it looks very well fed, very broad.
Do I recognize the armor?
You do not. Just looks like armor. Hold on, I'm trying to remember your backstory now. No, you do not recognize the armor. I was gonna say you're not a blacksmith, but I got you. All right. You do not recognize the armor, but the horse definitely sticks out because it's rare to see a horse like this. Someone who rides that horse is a warrior, not just a passing mercenary or anything like that. They have sufficient resources to arm their horse. That's pretty noticeable.
This is odd. This horse seems like it would be owned by someone who is of some kind of means or some type of military background, not like the common horses we're seeing also stabled here.
Someone of importance must be here. Probably.
But the guard said...
that we were the only outsiders?
Yeah.
Well, he also said, and the other two in the tavern.
Thank you for the reminder, voice in my head.
No problem.
Right. Let's get to that guard.
Yeah, you can hear the guard just sort of yelling angrily. Like, what is this? He's at the tavern. One of the villagers looks like he's attracted by the yelling too, and he's heading over to find...
He's at the tavern or the...
At the
Look.
Yeah,
okay.
He's right here. You're in the right
Mother,
spot.
Okay, Game Mother, you said...
Nope, it's Game Master now. No more alien.
You
it's Game Master.
You said...
You can hear him yelling, what is this?
Tavern.
Okay, I misspoke.
Okay. Guard.
Oop, he's on the other side of the fence. Holding his light
Guard.
up and his sword at the same time over the corpse of the cow.
Guard, pay attention. We have some news for you.
Well, you've already brought me enough bad news. I hope this is good news.
So we're not sure if it was Old Man Fitch or not, but we went to his house and all that we could find were severed body parts.
What? You hear both of them kind of say it in unison, the two from the town.
Something terribly wrong is going on here.
The villager, he looks at the guard. I told you. It was those blue lights.
What blue lights?
The watchman just waves his hand with his sword, just kind of waves it at you like, don't engage this guy. But, of course, the villager goes on.
Tell us about the blue lights.
There's not much to tell, but many of us have been seeing blue lights over the last several days. Ever since it's gotten dark and stayed dark.
How often do you see these lights?
Occasionally. That man came here looking for them.
That man?
He believed us. He kind of glares at the watchman, even though you didn't.
Which man is that?
The one with the fancy horse.
Where is he now?
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while. He showed up shortly after the blue light started. Seemed very interested when we told him our stories about them and where they appeared. But I saw him going in and out of the tavern a few times, and that was it. Seemed to be a warrior of some kind. But quite friendly.
I think we need to speak to this warrior.
I'd like to speak to him too now. Maybe he's the one that did this to our poor cows. Old man Fitch is gonna just fall apart when he finds this.
Like I said, son, Old Man Fitch might have met the same doom.
I don't understand. Explain it to me again. Where is Old Man Fitch? Did you find his house?
Yes.
We found his house, all right.
And what did he tell you?
There wasn't much he could tell us. We assume it was him, but there's parts of a body in the house.
Parts of a... What is going on here? We get 4 visitors to this town, and everything just goes to pieces. You two, you go look down at the ruins by the water. You, he points his sword at the other villager, you come with me. We're going to search the ruins up here. If you find this man, bring him to the center of town. If he won't, I'll deal with him. Just come get me.
Will do.
Let's go. He hops the fence. Villager heads off with him.
We said to search this way, I believe, to the ruins.
Said the ruins down by the water.
Well,
Oh,
we
and
did
he
see a
yells
horse.
at you. There's 2 ruins. Both ends of the town.
Okay, so maybe down more that way?
Both ends of the town.
Well, if we're
Fuck.
looking for that guy, wouldn't we want to check the tavern first?
Well,
We saw the horse. The guy said he frequents there.
You just came out of the tavern.
yeah. He's
You did not
there.
notice anybody of that
Yeah.
description. So, since you got your masterful roll on your observation, Semper you already passed, you see what looks like a light coming out of these ruins ahead of you. You assume
Seems
they're
someone's
ruins
in.
because you can see the light interrupted. But you assume these are the ruins and you definitely see a light coming out of them.
Let's go, my friend.
I wonder what's causing this light. Is it just torches?
Yeah, it looks
Actually,
like
what kind
fire.
of light am I
it
seeing?
does look like torchlight, yes.
It does look like torches. Okay.
Yes. It's not a blue light.
Have to be careful.
Yeah, no. Good. Excellent question. Excellent question. Okay, so are you going to try to sneak up, or are you just walking up, calling
Well,
out
I'm
to
gonna-
see if anybody's there, or what's going on?
Pulling out my weapon in case.
Okay,
And
so not sneaking?
I would want to sneak.
I
and
I
would
want
pull
to
out my
sneak
weapon
as
too.
well. Yeah. I would
Okay,
sneak.
both of you agility.
All the rolls will do 20, right?
Yes. D20 plus whatever your bonus is.
You didn't do a sheet for him?
I
Oh,
did,
he
but
doesn't
he's not.
have it. Okay. Never mind. You gotta get Yag, bro.
I rolled 16 and my modifier is +0.
Okay, so you're good. Semper, though. Old man, just Just don't have the what he used to. He ain't what he
I'm
used to be.
bustling about. I'm bustling about. I'm kicking up rocks.
Just want
So
to point out that
you go ahead.
I'm stealthy, but carrying a torch.
That's true. You can douse it. That's yeah. You would probably need to douse it if you want to be.
Yeah, if you're trying
Well,
to be
we'll let you
actually
we'll let you
stealthy.
douse it at an appropriate moment. You can keep it for now, just so you can see what's going on better. But yeah, you'll tiptoe quietly. You staying together, or you separating, or what? Staying a little bit apart.
Staying together.
Yeah, together for
Trying to
now.
Stay together, yeah.
Okay. Which side you going in on then?
Well,
Yeah, left or right, or
I
kind of go straight,
see-
or
I see a shadow on the right, actually. So
okay. Well, it looks
let's
like
come
there's
in
a
from
door
the
straight
left.
ahead,
Yeah.
and
All
you
right.
see.
Well,
Okay.
let's go on in.
You're just gonna walk on in.
I
Well, yeah.
would kind of want to peek where the shadow is.
Okay. So, gonna set your torch down a safe distance away so that you're still sneaking. Okay. You're up to the door here. You guys can both hear voices. A voice, rather. Only one voice talking. You look inside. You can't see what it is, but you see something on the ground inside. And you hear a voice talking. The voice says, "You just can't do that and drag that all the way down here inside the village. You're going to draw a lot of unwanted attention."
He's talking to someone.
I wonder what he dragged down here.
All right. So, my knees hurt and I'm making too much noise, so I'll let you sneak to the side here and see what's going on.
All right, how are you sneaking in?
Right.
Left, right, straight down the middle? Where do you want to go?
I'll go straight since the shadows were to the right.
Okay. So you walk inside the ruins. You know, you have a good look around. Can't really see anything but old ruins. There's still, you know, some stuff in here that you would need light to see, but nothing moving, nothing that looks dangerous. You move forward. And just through the creak of the light, it looks like another animal corpse. But it's hard to see exactly what it looks like in the dark, but you're pretty sure that's what it is. It looks like another cow carcass or something. Large animal carcass. You notice a statue of a three-headed dog in the corner of this room. And while you've been walking, you haven't heard anything else. The other person, there's been no response to what the first person said. And then the first person says again, "No, they're just going to get the wrong idea, and this is going to go make things way more difficult on us."
So that statue, is it something that would look out of place, or is it something that I would just assume is part of the rooms?
You've never seen anything like it. These ruins look old, too. I mean, it could be perfect, it could be not. You don't know. So,
Would I recognize it as like a dark god?
well, you haven't seen it yet. So you go outside and you just see one man by himself. One torch in hand, one sword in his other hand. And he's just talking into nothingness, as far as you can tell. And then make me another agility check. Agility test.
You're getting what you want. I rolled a 1.
Suddenly the man says, "What?" And then he looks over directly at you. Then he looks back to where he was looking before and said, "I told you so." What he is looking at appears to be right about here. He's not staring off into the distance or anything. His face is well lit, you can see, with the torch held up to it.
And
he
he's
just looks-
definitely seen me at this point.
Yeah, he's looking at you and says, "Look, it's not what it looks like." He's kind of holding his hand with his sword up, and he's just slowly moving it to put it away.
Okay. If he's putting his sword away, I'll start putting my sword away and just say, "Hey, I'm new in town. I'm just kind of looking around, getting a sense of the place."
Alright, with the light I see weapons being put away, so I put mine away too, and I walk up.
Okay. You can go come walk up. I see, and you brought a friend to tour the town with.
Yes. What's your business here? And who are you talking to?
Well, our business is a little bit of a private matter, and she doesn't really like outsiders getting involved. He makes a motion to the space next to him. You see absolutely nothing. Even with your 20 observation check in place, you see nothing.
I see nothing.
Well,
Would you happen...
go ahead.
Sorry. Would you happen to know anything about what's happened so far? Do you even know what's happened?
Are you asking about the lights or the cattle? And he motions behind you.
Let's start with the cattle.
He looks to the space beside him again and gives a weird look that you can't really interpret. And then he looks back at you, and that's what we're here to deal with. She doesn't really want us to say much else about it.
But that means
Well-
you do know what's going on.
She knows. I'm just helping her, sort of, I guess. It's a little strange and new to me, too.
Well, you might want to be aware that the killing didn't stop at cattle, and someone has definitely been compromised.
What do you mean,
We saw it.
compromised?
Old Man Fitch is not Old Man Fitch anymore. He's just a bunch of body parts severed.
His face gets a little bit of a look of concern, just long enough for him to snap it to his side, to wherever his invisible friend seems to be, and he says, "I told you. Now things are going to be very difficult for us. We have to leave. If they find us here, they're going to think it was us. And then he waves his torch at you in your direction, Semper.
Look, you seem to be the only one who really knows what's going on here. I feel like you owe it to the people who live here to at least try to fix what's happened.
Oh, we're
At
not
least
leaving.
try to fix the damage.
We're not leaving until she's ready. That's what we're doing here. We're just not going to stay around the city because it's going to cause a problem. We're going to have to move out and camp outside the city or somewhere. She'll find us a place. And we'll definitely... Here. He's kind of holding his hand up. Says, I'm just going to reach for some silver to pay for the cattle she took. Although it doesn't look like it was a cattle. He's sort of looking around you, trying to tell what it is.
She. So is your friend here responsible?
Only for this one, sort of. And he motions behind you. He's holding his hand out. He's got a few silver pieces in it for whoever's cattle or horse or whatever it is that she drug down here. I think she put a hole in the fence too. One of you wanted to take this, or I can set it down and you can just give it to whoever deserves it. We're just going to take our leave.
What's your name?
And what's her name?
He stops to consider a minute. He crouches down, sets the silver, takes a step forward, sets the silver down, and then steps back away from it.
Look, boy, I think you better take that to someone else. Not us.
I'm just going to leave. We're just going to leave now. You just give that to whoever's fence it was, whoever's animal it was, and we're just going to leave right now.
Like I said, I believe the owner might be dead.
Donate it to the poor. We're just going to leave. Fix the fence. Hire someone. I don't know. Don't want any trouble. We're just leaving.
I grab his arm.
Alright, he stops. He looks at your hand and then looks at you. And then he holds out a hand to his side. Don't.
I grab my sword when he does that.
He says to her, his invisible her, please don't. We're just leaving. That's all we want. We paid for the horse that... I don't even know if she killed it. Please, just let us go.
We can't let you go.
Look, embarrassingly enough, this isn't the first time I've been accused of killing livestock. And I didn't do it last time either. It was her.
Yes,
he makes another
I don't...
motion to his empty space next to him.
I didn't think it was you. You made it quite clear that it could have been your friend here.
Well, only the one. She did not do the rest. She doesn't have magic or whatever did that.
Well, whatever she's done, I feel like she and you need to own up to the townspeople here.
We're not leaving the town until we deal with the blue lights. You have my absolute word. We're just... don't want to cause a riot, because if they attack me, if you attack me, I don't know that I could stop what happens next. If we leave,
What would happen next?
she has a mind of her own. I couldn't tell you. But she doesn't seem very pleased. Especially right now. He looks at your hand, Semper, on his arm.
I grasp it tighter.
He's still holding his hand out, waving his invisible friend back.
Just please come to talk to them.
You can tell them you saw me. You can tell them anything you want.
But if
We
we
don't
tell them
want to
that we
cause a
saw you
problem.
and you didn't come with us, that will make you look guilty.
And I'm okay with that. If you take me up there and the town forms a mob, then what?
Well, how about this? How about we go bring the guard here to talk to you? Away from everyone else. And maybe
And
you can reason with him.
and if he attacks me,
Well, just don't give him reason to attack you.
I promise I will not. But I told you, I don't control my friend here. She has a mind of her own.
Hmm. I look to my left to where he's probably talking to. And I say, show yourself.
The man says, I don't think that's how it works.
But
Nobody
you can see her?
can see her but me. He nods at you.
And
Why
what
is it
makes
that
you
you can see
different?
her?
Yeah.
I wish I knew. But she refuses to leave my side. And she's been quite helpful on occasion. I don't know that I could get rid of her if I wanted to.
I'm curious though, because you said she did not do the damage that was done to these other cows, but she did this one. Why did she do this one? And what's her interest in being here in regards to what has happened?
He sighs and motions inside. Look at it. You can see the difference.
What do you know about the blue light?
Do you want to look at it real quick before I deal with that?
Look at
Jothir?
what?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why doesn't he show us the difference?
Okay, you retrieve your torch magically. And you go inside and you can see this one. It is burnt to a crisp like the other ones, but it definitely looks like it's an animal has taken a chunk out of it. It looks definitely different than the other ones for sure. There are some precision edges, but the part where it's eaten definitely sticks out as a little sloppy, uneven, natural, predatory type bites.
This is definitely different. And you say this is the only one she did.
All right, you have let go of his arm?
Yeah, I let go of his arm.
Okay. Yeah, he does not move and he just nods.
I believe
Did she
you.
do the eating?
Yes. He looks at her and gives her an I told you so kind of look. She was hungry. She does this. I don't know what she is. But like I said, she has a mind of her own. I don't control her meals.
Well, did you come to this town in hopes to help?
Yes, we came here to end these lights. Apparently, she says she's done it before one time. I don't really know. It's a little hard to communicate. We're still working on that.
I think it's worth it to go into town and explaining to everyone that it wasn't you. It wasn't her.
Well, they don't know about her. We could leave that part out for now.
You see, if they think I'm crazy and they don't believe me, a mob forms, it gets ugly very quickly. If we slip out now, no mob, you could tell them whatever you want. And it's just easier for everybody, nobody gets hurt. Guaranteed. We'll slip out now, come back another time, get my horse, and no one will be the wiser. But please tell them whatever you would like. We're not here on any kind of dark errand. We're just trying to do a little bit of good. Unless one of you wanted to bring me my horse. That would make things much easier. I know it's asking a lot, but I'm just trying to keep the damage to a minimum.
What if I told you I would help you if the villagers turned against you? Would you still not come?
I don't think you understand. She has a mind of her own. She would kill everybody.
Well, something tells me that she won't.
I think you underestimate her. I know from experience. We've been together for a while now. She... very protective.
Well, before we encountered you, before we came upon you, it seemed like you were talking with her about the situation. So, how is it that you were planning on helping this village?
When the lights appear, she does whatever it is she does. She kills the lights, or ends the lights, or whatever it is. And we leave. This is my first encounter with the lights, and communication is difficult at best. I'm not sure I understand. I help her. I talk to the townsfolk. And we just go from there. She's here to hunt it down and kill it.
I would want to get a little closer to Sempier to whisper.
Okay. Pretty close now.
I don't think we're changing this guy's mind, and I don't think he even has enough information to explain it to the villagers.
I don't think so either, but I don't think they'd be satisfied knowing that he won't even come and prove his innocence. I feel like you should go back and you should tell them about the light and how it's probably what brought on the whatever happened here, and that you could probably help. You just need time.
I really can't take the chance they won't believe me. If they don't believe me, it gets very messy very quickly. And I have very, very little control over her.
I feel like you may be the only connection we have to getting some more information and figuring out what exactly happened to the mutilated cows and the body. And I don't think that it was your doing or her doing. But I don't think we'll get very far without your help.
I'm happy to tell you what little I know. Your cows, your livestock, it was whatever the lights were. The storm that they talk about, the wind and the lights, but no thunder, no rain. That is the blue lights too. She says they're back. That's all I know.
Can you ask her to tell you more?
I have asked many times. I just don't understand her answers. We're still working on speaking a common language.
Well, we do need to figure something out because the town watch is checking the other runes, and after a certain point when they find nothing, they're going to come looking for us if we haven't showed back up.
Please go meet him. Tell him whatever you would like.
Well, where can we find you? I know it's probably something you don't want to tell us, but I feel like we can trust you, and
We will be here until the lights are gone from here, and then we will leave.
all right. We'll go then. And we hope to see you again.
He nods at you. Thank you. You might have saved many lives.
Then I also I look at the empty space and I say goodbye.
All right. What are you heading back to the Watchman?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I am. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what he's doing.
Joe there?
Yeah, I'm going to reach down and pick up the coins that he left on the ground and just say to him, I'll make sure that this gets to the right place.
Thank you. Okay.
And then I'll follow after.
Semper? All right.
Yeah.
The Watchman and the villager meet you here at the well. About the same time that you arrive. The Watchman says, "We didn't find anything." You?
We did, but we have
What
something
did you
to
find?
tell you.
Well, spit it out, man.
We found the... Is it a guard? Is that what they called him? We found
Did
the
it-
man you were looking for. He said this wasn't his doing, but that he'll stick around to help with the light, and that the light is what caused this.
And you just let him go? Where is he now?
He said he'd stay in town, but we're not sure where he'll be staying.
And you believed him. You have some cows burnt to a crisp in their pen, cut in half by well, I don't even know what. A sword as big as a house? And this man says he knows what it is, and you just let him leave.
Well, he seemed like the only person who knew what was going on, and if he came here, you'd probably blame him. And I didn't want harm to be done to him, as I feel like he's the only person who could help fix this, whatever is going on here.
Well, I'm glad that you spoke for the safety of this entire village, since you live here. Oh wait, you don't live here. Now you put this entire village at risk for some man who said he knows what was going on, but he's so big of a hero he doesn't want to stick around and help. Does that make sense to you?
Like I said, he said he wants to stick around and help. He just doesn't want the villagers to think wrongly of him and for it to turn upside down.
Well, why would we think wrongly of someone who knew what was going on but didn't want to come tell us about it and was hiding in a ruins on the outskirts of town? Can't imagine why. What excellent judgment you have, old man. Clearly old age hasn't brought you much wisdom.
Did you have a better idea?
Ask him questions. You just believed him and let him leave.
We did. We did ask him questions, and if you were there, I'm sure you would believe him too.
Oh, everything sounds perfectly reasonable. How about you, boy? Why are you quiet? Is this crazy old man, does he have you convinced too? Is that what actually happened? Is he telling the truth? Or is he just being a crazy old man?
I believe the person we encountered in the ruins is definitely afraid, and afraid of especially the reaction you're having right now.
But he's not going to get anywhere with helping if he gets this type of reaction. So, for now, he's chosen to help from afar.
I'm sure that'll make everybody sleep better at night, knowing that there's a stranger who doesn't want to show his face, who knows all about these blue lights everyone's been seeing, but doesn't want to come tell us about it, and hides outside the town. Yes,
Well,
I'm sure that'll make
any-
everybody sleep more peacefully at night.
If it's any solace to you, though I'm an old man, I'm stronger than I look, and I can definitely protect the village.
Flexing your stats in character. I like it.
Yes.
I think you've done enough to help our town, old man. What I need you two to do is go to the next town and let them know what's going on so that if we get wiped out by these blue lights here, then at least someone will know what happened. Can you do that?
We can, but don't you want someone here that's going to at least be a trusted go-between with this man? Don't you want to try and build up some kind of trust with him?
Yes, well, I don't see any trusted go-betweens. I see two strangers from out of town who let the only clue we have as to what's going on go. Or perhaps let the culprit themselves go. So, you just go tell the town. It's a tiny town called Hemeld. Just keep following the road beyond here. Just let them know what's going on.
Jothier, go ahead and give them the money.
Oh, busted.
He reaches slowly into his pocket,
What money? What are you talking about?
glaring at the old man. Yes, he gave us some coin because he felt bad about what had happened to the farmer and his cattle.
Oh, so he gave you what?
Some silver.
Oh, so now he wants to pay for the damage he didn't cause, right? Is that what you're telling me? Whoops, he actually
Good-hearted
motioned
people
for
usually
the
do.
he motions for the other townsperson to step forward and holds his hand out for the silver.
Seemed like he really just wanted to help, sir.
Usually the guilty do.
I hand over the money.
All of it?
I don't know. Is the old man going to call me out when I don't give all 3 coins?
Is he? I don't know. You tell me. You gonna try to
Is
keep the
them-
silver?
Give them what they're due, Jothier.
I place all the coins in because it's already been called out.
Well, he didn't say how many coins. You just said give them what they're due. That's the only thing that he said. And since you picked it up, he wouldn't know how many were on the ground to begin with.
Didn't he say it in front of both of us?
Did he? I don't
I'm
think
trying
so.
to remember. I think he did, but then something else came up and he added some more coins to it or something, I want to say. Because first it
thought
was
he
just
was-
the horse, and then it was the horse and the fence.
I thought it was only 3 coins. I thought he put 3
Oh.
coins in the center and then backed away.
Okay. Well, fine. 3
I
coins.
don't
You
ever
give all 3?
remember there
That's
being a
fine.
number.
I was just trying to help you out. That's fine. All right. The villager
I know, but
takes the
I've got a
silver,
plan.
examines it in his hand, and then 3 silver. That's quite a hefty sum for an innocent man's conscience, don't you think? The villager speaking now.
Look, we'll be back. We'll go warn the other town.
Take your time, the watchman says to you. Sarcastically, obviously. Feel free to stay there a spell.
You guys obviously need help here, so we'll be back.
The villager just nods. The watchman just doesn't say anything, just shakes his head. Exasperated.
Alright, Jothier. Let's get going. Which way was the town you said?
Just
Fair,
north.
sir?
North. He points his sword the way you were headed. Or actually, no. North would be... Sorry. The way you came from, across town. back towards the old man Fitch's house.
All right. Let's go. Unless you have more to say to them.
I would just remind them that even if they try to say that it would make him look guilty, a truly guilty man wouldn't have offered to pay for it at all.
He doesn't say anything.
Wise words, young fellow. Let's go.
All right, I'll follow us up here.
All right. So for some reason, you've decided to loot the horse. Can't imagine this being a great idea, but okay. Proceed.
Well, I would want to check if there's any saddlebags and check through those saddlebags. Just not necessarily loot, but maybe get a little bit more about who this man is, in case we should run into him again, or maybe figure out who he is, how we could find him again.
You dig through the saddlebags. Nobody's really outside, I guess, till... Well, actually, yeah, there are some people outside.
Okay.
Are you trying to do this stealthily, or are you trying to just reach in, don't care?
We're definitely stealthily.
Okay. Well, somebody has some stealth skills. With a lower reduced DR down to 10 instead of 12. So let's try this being stealthy.
Roll.
Yep, that's you.
I got a 20.
Good God. Okay.
Wow.
So you digging through the saddlebags. You find food, of course. Just some things you would expect to travel with. Some spare clothes, maybe. Sharpening stone for weapons. Some rags. Really not much. A book with some writing in it that you never seen this writing before. Don't really know what it is. And that's really about it. Maybe some rope.
If there's a book with some writing, is there anything to write with?
No. This book doesn't look like it's a diary or anything. It just looks like it's complete. You know, like it's the last page has got writing on it and that's it. There's no empty pages.
Do either of us have anything to write with?
I don't think so. Actually, you might, Semper. Was that one of the things that you rolled, like a scrolls and ink or something like that? Was it you? One of you did rolled that. I don't know if it was you.
I have a magic scroll, but
yeah, but no, you didn't get the scrolls and ink. Okay, that wasn't you then. That was somebody else. All right, so no, you have nothing to write with.
Okay. But we did. There's nothing in there that really reveals who this guy is.
Well, I mean, that book is probably something.
Yeah, the book you've never seen anything like it. The writing. I mean, the book it just looks like a normal book to you for sure, but books are a little rare. There's a big deal made over books, so they're very tightly controlled. They're almost usable as like a means of currency. They're kind of valuable.
Well, Semper, do you think we should meet up with this guy again? I have a plan.
I do, but I wanted to take the horse, but I feel like it put us in a very bad position at the moment. So let's just take what's on the horse's person. And
I was
then we
thinking we
can,
could-
what were you thinking?
I was thinking we could take the book, but I'll rip one page out. A blank page if there's one, or just a part of a page. I can douse my torch and get some of the soot and just take the town we're going to and leave that in the saddlebag.
Okay. So you said you took the book and you left the page. Is that what you did? Let's make sure I'm following what
Yeah,
what
take the
you're
book, douse the torch, and use the soot to kind of just write
Right.
out the name of the town and leave that page in his saddlebag. Yeah, so he knows where to come looking for us.
doing. All right.
I kind of doubt he'll come back for his horse on his own.
We could tie it up in front of the runes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you remember there's a set of ruins outside of town by old man Fitch's house.
Alright, well. Goodbye, horse. It was nice, violating your personal space.
Okay. But you are taking the horse or no?
Well, I'm debating.
To
I'm
the
deba-
ruins or not? I mean, I thought that's what he just said, and you said okay. So I was just
Wait, we're taking the horse to the ruins? Is that what you said? I thought we were taking a piece of paper.
he left the paper
Well-
in the horse.
In the
In
saddlebag.
the saddlebag. Sorry. Yeah.
But you had said that you don't think he'd be coming from the ruins back for his horse.
Yeah, not to here. So I mean, okay, I undo the thing, and yeah, we'll take the horse. We're taking the horse. If they say something, just say it's ours now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and your plan is
Wait,
to
wait,
leave
wait.
it
Are you? Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah,
Are we-
our plan is to leave it at the ruins.
Okay, because we were stealing it. I was going to say we should take two.
If you're stealing, you should take two.
way
Oh,
way to think like a
jeez.
thief. Nice.
Look, we're supposed to be good here.
Heart of gold is fine. That counts. All right, you're here at the ruins.
Oh, it's gone. Ah,
Well, number one, you're at the wrong ruins. This isn't the same ruins.
this isn't the same ruins. Is that
Nope.
the guy?
It is, but you could ignore him if you want.
Oh,
If you just wanna
pretend that
li-
he's
it-
not there.
Yeah, or if you want to talk to him again, you
Well,
can.
no, why? Let's just talk to him.
Okay.
I
I just left
I
it.
didn't know
I was
he'd
going to
be
leave it
here.
up to you. That's why I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just give him the horse. I mean, we don't even have to write the note now. We can just give him the horse.
The
But I
note's
want
already
it.
been written. Too late for that.
Well, we're taking the book.
Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, you actually find him here. Ah, thank you. He pats his horse. I wasn't sure if you'd bring the horse or not. Can I pay you?
Yes.
No need.
He'll.
I look at Jothier and give him that look because he knows he already took his things.
He flips you a silver anyway, Jothier.
Thank you. I pocket it.
Let's meet again soon. We're going to the village next door.
We'll be where the lights are. Hopefully, you don't see any more lights after another night or two.
Well,
So
have
you
a
do have a
safe
plan
journey.
to end these lights then?
She has the plan. I'm just... I don't know. I'm along for the ride. Right? You got anything else to say? Otherwise, he's going to pat the horse a couple times. Like it's a trusted friend, and then ride off. Or actually drop his torch. Then ride off into the dark.
Be safe, and we hope to see you well soon.
All right, Jothier. We should probably head to the other town now, or get some rest.
All right, heading to the other town? Or, yeah, you're heading to the other town either way. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.